morning, everyone. Good morning. You know, it has been about 2,000 years since Jesus issued this warning against false prophets. And it seems like not a whole lot has changed in 2 millennia. If you paid attention, you notice that the false prophets are working harder than ever. They try to convince us that truth is relative, that truth is subjective. If they don't like the truth, they just replace it with their own truth. Yes, the false prophets are hard at work in our modern world. And lately I've noticed their work in 2 areas in particular. The first is social media. Now, I am not a social media buff. Right? I have Facebook only. I use it sparingly to kind of keep in contact with distant friends and family. But I've noticed a trend on Facebook recently of people posting or reposting quotes along with a picture of the Pope, attributing the quote to the Pope. Saw when Pope Francis was still alive, and it's continued with Pope Leo. And the only trouble is that more often than not, the Pope did not say the thing that they said the Pope said. Recently, one was going around with quoting Pope Leo as saying that he describes himself as being woke, that woke is a gospel value. Well, the Pope never said that. And this is people using an image of the Pope to try to convince others that the Pope did or said something that the Pope did not do or say. That's the definition of a wolf in sheep's clothing that Jesus warns us about. And it's surprising to me that so many people seem to fall for it, right? They believe that these memes or whatever they call them truly represent the Pope. They don't. In another area that I have noticed the false prophets at work is in the political arena. The peddlers of political ideologies are really good at distorting truth or reframing truth. That's nothing new, right? And whether it's a left-wing or a right-wing political ideology, they strive very hard to peddle their truth as opposed to the truth. They try very hard to get us to view the world through an ideological, political lens. But we are called to view the world through a Christian lens, through a Catholic lens. A Catholic Christian lens that uses the eyes of love, compassion, and mercy. It uses the eyes of respect for the dignity of every human being, the immeasurable dignity that each of us have as a child of God. A Catholic Christian lens that does not completely align with either a left-wing or a right-wing ideology. And so this morning, as we gather to share this sacred meal, to be nourished by the precious body and blood of Christ Jesus, let's ask the Lord for the courage to refuse the false prophets. Let us ask the Lord for the presence of mind to confirm and question what we see on social media. And let us ask the Lord for the clarity to refuse a political, ideological lens in favor of a Catholic Christian lens.